Sometimes it feels like the Real Housewives of Atlanta is just dragging along, but I promise there is still a lot to look forward to. But if you're not exactly into these storylines, everyone likes a good Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, right? Wait a second. Okay, a lot of you have been saying that I have been saying something other than the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, why would I say the Real Houses of Atlanta? Like, that doesn't make sense. But I think what's happening is I'm trying to say the Real Housewives of Atlanta really quickly for like 10 times a video, so I apologize, but let me articulate myself. The Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's Justin Diego back with another binge-worthy video, and today let's talk about what the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 10 reunion might look like. If you've never watched a Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, you are really missing out. We all know how easy it is to throw shade behind everyone's back, but when you're sitting face to face with the enemy, it's not so easy to take shots. So what's the point of these reunions anyway?
You know, that's our time to just address it. You know, people can own up to it or lie about it or not own up to it. You know, I'm a big closure girl. That's our time. You know, at that point we've seen it all. You know, the scenes that we weren't in, we got to see who was saying what. If I feel like I was wrong about something, I have no problem apologizing for it. If you want to accept it, great. If you don't want to accept it, great. Because I still get the credit because I apologized and I'm moving on, whether you choose to or not.
As Cynthia Bailey just stated, the biggest thing that comes from these iconic reunions is closure for the housewives and the fans. But all the while, they've got to keep these things pretty interesting. That is why I've chosen this seating arrangement to optimize shadiness and to exaggerate the reads. Here's my vision for the season 10 seating chart. Obviously, Andy will sit in the middle. Then it's all about those first two middle seats. The season's top players sit here. Relevance, seniority, and quality of storyline all play a part in who gets those seats at the left and right hand of Andy. On the left, we'll have Nene Leakes, and on Andy's right, we'll have Kandi Burruss. Of course, we built out from there. On Nene's side, we'll have her bestie, Cynthia Bailey, then the queen herself will hold that last chair all the way on the left. On Kandi's side, it makes sense to seat Sheree next to her, which leaves Porsha holding down that far right seat. Obviously, this is just my estimates, but be sure to let me know what you guys think in the comments below. To be fair, this was last year's seating chart that I used as a reference. Anytime from February to early April is fair game for filming the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. But this year, since Kandi is still booked in New York City for Broadway until March 11th, I anticipate the reunion filming sometime that following week around the 14th or 15th of March. And due to the nature of this season and how it has been less than binge-worthy, I don't think we'll be needing 4 parts like we had last season. So what's going down? I reached out on Instagram to see what are some of the things you all want to get addressed at this year's reunion. And based on how reunions have gone in the past, here are some of the most juiciest moments I expect them to revisit on the couches. Although Phaedra Parks is no longer on the show, I think it's fair to say that Andy at some point will either throw in a Phaedra Parks tribute.
Google me. Your claim to fame is this show. Honey, I'm pre-housewife.
Or use this reunion as an opportunity to get some feedback about the Dungeon Gate rumors one last time, since it'll be the first time having all the girls in the room with him since they made the decision to let Phaedra go. Now, as it relates to this season, here are some of the main topics I think they will address at some point about this season. Cynthia's weird relationship with Will, the Nene Leakes Roachgate scandal, Kandi's life after the rumors, including Broadway, the Escape reunion, her Essence cover, and the baby daddy drama. Porsha's fake vegan life. A lot of you said that you want to see Kim Zolciak getting checked. I'm here for that. I also want them to talk about Sheree's prison bae, Tyrone. And most of all, we really need to discuss Kenya Moore's marriage. speaking of Kenya Moore, you know what I think will make this reunion really lit? I really think baby Kenya Moore's husband Mark will show up. I know he doesn't like to film, but it's just a quick 10 minutes, and if all goes well, Kenya will keep her job and she'll bring home another $1 billion to help them buy their new home. I think it would also be dope if they could time it where Tyrone, Sheree's prison boo, could call in and speak with Andy live and give us the real tea on he and Nene's past situation, because she's been extra pressed about this. I would also like to see Kim Zolciak bring Brielle on stage to get read for filth by Nene Leakes, since she wanna act like a grown woman. Lastly, I would love for them to bring Phaedra Parks out with 9 bouquets of flowers for Kandi, and an old nasty read that turns into a twisted apology for all the shade she's thrown at Kandi. And if you're wondering about the 9 bouquets of flowers, these flowers represent 9 seasons of lies and betrayal she's brought to the show. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're new to Bingeworthy, you have to make it official by liking, commenting, and subscribing to make sure you're part of the conversation. And for all you Phaedra fans, please don't come for me unless I send for you. And for all my binge watchers out there, I want to know what you think about this upcoming reunion. So, do you think that it's going to be good? Do you think it's going to be whack and boring and basic and tired like this season? Comment below and let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks again for watching this video. I will see you guys on the next one.